My response to Simon Sinek's video, How Great Leaders Inspire Action, stems into several areas of my life, both personal and professional. In his video, Sinek uses the Golden Circle as an example to explain why various leaders in areas such as technology and aviation were successful and others were not, whose attempts were very similar. As I've mentioned before in previous journal submissions, that my current organization is focusing on improving customer satisfaction scores and patient outcomes. Recently, my organization has witnessed a gradual yet consistent decline in our scores. We are determined to do what it takes to be successful and to move up the organizational ladder as the number one choice for patients in the Riverside community. To do this, we must have every employee from waste management to medical doctor on board with the same goal and reason why in mind. Sinek started by explaining the 3 layers within the Golden Circle. The outermost layer, an area majority of people understand, is the what layer. This layer explains exactly what the organization does. The second layer is the how layer. This layer explains how an organization do what they do. Yet the innermost layer, the smallest layer, is the why layer. This is the most important layer. This layer explains the organization's purpose, cause, and belief. Why does the organization even exist? This ideal works for any industry. For instance, in healthcare, we are here to improve patient outcomes, educate, and save lives. This is why we wake up in the morning. As Sinek stated, inspired organizations and people think from the inside out. Same goes in healthcare. When we educate our patients on a specific disease, importance of medication, or discontinuing of a destructive habit, we must influence behavior from starting with the why. We are much more successful when we explain why their behavior should change rather than what to change and how to change it. What we find majority of the time, they are already well aware of the risk and the results. People don't buy what you say or do. They buy why you say or do it. This is what drives behavior or behavior change. Behavior change comes easiest when someone understands and buy in to your belief, which is your why. Another example I thought I'd share that I thought was appropriate for utilizing the Golden Circle is with marriages and relationships. Whether in a romantic or professional relationship, we tend to follow our gut feeling. We can easily understand what an individual does in a relationship, which could be saying I love you, and how they do it, which could be by buying expensive gifts. It is the why. The reason why that displays is sincerity. This helps develop trust and a solid, lasting relationship. Those who lead inspire us, and those of us who lead have a responsibility to build relationships, be productive, develop other leaders, and influence change. This is represented in the 5 levels of leadership by John C. Maxwell. There are several ways to influence change. This story reminded me of one. A principal of a small middle school had a problem with a few of the older girls starting to use lipstick. When applying it in the bathroom, they would then press their lips to the mirror and leave lip prints. The custodian asked them to stop several times. Before it got out of hand, the principal thought of a way to stop it. He gathered all the girls together that wore lipstick and told them he wanted to meet with them in the ladies' room at 2 p.m. They gathered at 2 p.m. and found the principal and the school's custodian waiting for them. The principal explained that it was becoming a problem for the custodian to clean the mirror every night. He said he felt the ladies did not fully understand just how much of a problem it was, and he wanted them to witness just how hard it was to clean. The custodian then demonstrated. He took a long brush on a handle out of a box. He then dipped the brush in the nearest toilet, moved to the mirror, and proceeded to remove the lipstick. That was the last day the girls pressed their lips on the mirror.